Next up is streak. Streak is the color of the powder. It's a very useful property for a few minerals, not for a whole lot, but I'll show you. This is a streak plate. It's a ceramic plate that has a slight surface roughness, but it's enough roughness to grind away a fine powder off of a sample. So I've got a number of pieces here. I'm going to start out with this one. This, should I tell them what it is?
Yeah.
This is pyrite. And you can tell it's pyrite because it has this bright yellow color. It's metallic luster, a bright yellow color, and it's made up of little cubic crystals. Okay, so I can recognize that easily. So a pale yellow color, what color do you suppose the streak will be? Well, let's see. So the streak is dark gray. That just tells you that the color of the powder is actually dark gray. And the difference between the crystal and the powder is the crystal has smooth reflective surfaces that are reflecting light like a mirror, and this powder is getting lots of scattering in every direction. This is where you see the true color of the mineral. This is where you see the color of the surface of the metallic surface luster. Let's try another one. Let's try this dark one. This is sphalerite. It is not metallic, but it's very dark and quite shiny, so it's sometimes we think of it as submetallic. Let's try this one. So, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try another one. That is a pale yellow streak. So you wouldn't have expected this dark mineral to give me a yellow streak. Let me try this piece. This is sphalerite as well. Again, a pale yellow streak. So that tells you something about the color. This one is actually transparent, but it's very dark in big crystals. But clearly, when we get tiny crystals, it's not so dark. So the amount of color you see is dependent on the crystal size. And so this has a kind of brown resin-like color to it. When I make this into tiny particles, that brownish resiny color turns into this pale yellow. So these are pretty good. This is pretty diagnostic of sphalerite, that it gives you that yellow streak. Let's move on to these guys. These are gray and metallic. This one you can see lots of little crystals. This one has kind of a schist-like texture to it. Let's go ahead, and you can also see it's gray and metallic looking, but it's got a little bit of redness around. Let's see what color this one gives us. So this piece is fairly soft, and it's streaked out this nice reddish brown streak. This is hematite, and hematite has a red color when it's a fine powder. So you really see this reddish brown streak, usually kind of brown. Other iron oxides, hydroxides, can be orange and a little brighter in color, but this one gives us this reddish brown streak. Let's try this one. This one should be hematite as well.
Fingers crossed.
But who knows? So again, we're seeing this brown streak, this reddish brown streak. It's pretty diagnostic. There's another mineral in the group called cuprite, which is copper oxide, which has a bright red streak, which is definitely different than hematite. And then this one should be the same. So this is a nice, solid, single crystal of hematite. Very nice metallic luster, but its streak is this reddish brown streak. Finally, I'm going to come to this one. This one is quite lightly colored, and it's translucent towards transparent. This is actually calcite. Minerals like this that don't have much color don't give us much of a streak. So it gives me a white streak. I've got a big streak here because it's pretty soft. But minerals that don't have much color always give you a white streak. A white streak is not very useful because there are thousands of minerals that give you a white streak. So, there you have it, streak.